Hello guys, it's your Auntie Allie here with another book for you this week. This week we're going to read Franklin Has a Sleepover. But first, let's look at the cover. What do you see? I see Franklin. He's a turtle and he's got some things in his hand. It looks like maybe a little blankie, a blue blankie. And I think that's possibly a board game. I know when I hang out with my friends, I like to play board games. And there's another animal here, a bear. And it looks like he has a sleeping bag, I think, and a bag with a bunny. I know Roro has a bunny, except this bunny is blue. And I think maybe inside that, because it's a sleepover, they just have other stuff that they'll use at a sleepover. So let's get started. Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He could zip zippers and button buttons. He could even sleep alone in his small, dark shell. So Franklin thought he was ready for his first sleepover. He asked his mother if Bear could stay overnight. "All right," said Franklin's mother, "but where will Bear sleep?" Franklin's room was small for a turtle and a bear. "We could sleep in the living room," suggested Franklin. "And we could have a campfire outside and—" "Wait a minute," laughed Franklin's mother. "You haven't even asked Bear yet." Bear did a happy dance after Franklin called, "May I please go?" Ooh. Bear is asking very nicely to his parents, so let's practice doing that. Say, "Please, please, please." One more time. "Please, please, please." His parents worried that the two friends would keep each other awake all night. "We'll sleep," promised Bear. Then they wondered if he would feel homesick. "Not me," said Bear. So his parents said yes. Bear called Franklin. "I can come, I can come," he shouted. Franklin could hardly wait. Bear wouldn't arrive until after supper, and Franklin had just finished lunch. So he sorted all his toys and picked Bear's favorites. He made sure there was enough to eat. He even tidied his room. Franklin wanted everything to be just right for his first sleepover. Well, isn't that just so thoughtful of Franklin to think about his friend Bear and what toys Bear likes and what games Bear likes? Make sure that there's enough food for Bear too. It's important to think about other people. Bear was excited too. He couldn't decide what to bring and what to leave behind. He filled an enormous bag with books, toys, a pillow, a sleeping bag, a puzzle, and a flashlight. He packed slippers, a toothbrush, and a snack. He put his bunny on top of the bag, and every hour he asked if it was time to go. After supper, Franklin sat by the window, waiting for his friend. Finally, Bear and his parents arrived. "Have a good time," they said. Bear gave each of them a great big hug. Aw, that's so sweet. Let's give a big hug. 1, 2, 3, hug. So nice. "We're camping in the living room," said Franklin. "Oh, I've never done that before," said Bear. He laid out his sleeping bag, and Franklin made a tent from a tablecloth. "This is going to be so much fun," giggled Bear. They played all their favorite games. Before long, it was dark outside. "How about a campfire?" asked Franklin's father. "With marshmallows?" Bear licked his lips. "And hot dogs too," said Franklin's mother. Franklin's father told Bear and Franklin what to do. They gathered sticks and twigs at the edge of the woods and helped to lay the fire. They filled a bucket with sand and another with water. "I'll light the fire," said Franklin's mother. There was a crackle and sparks jumped into the air. And there's the fire. I know that Gramps makes a great fire. When I come to visit in Colorado in winter and it's so cold, I always ask him to build a fire for me because I'm very wimpy now. "I went to camp," said Franklin's father. "We used to sing while the fire was burning." He sang in a clear, low voice. By the end of the song, Franklin and Bear had learned all the words. The frogs in the pond were croaking, and the owl in the woods was hooting. "Let's croak like a frog, ribbit, ribbit. And let's hoot like an owl, hoo, hoo." Oh, what are they eating now? It looks like a hot dog. I love hot dogs. Franklin and Bear toasted marshmallows and roasted hot dogs. Bear had 2 of everything. Then for a long time, they sat quietly watching the stars. Franklin yawned, and Bear rubbed his eyes. "Time to put out the fire and go inside," said Franklin's father. And he put out the fire with some water. I guess that's what that bucket was for. If you ever make a fire, it's really important to have either water or sand or both so that you can safely put out the fire. And there they are on the inside, in the in the living room. When Franklin and Bear were ready for bed, Franklin's parents gave them both a glass of water and a goodnight hug. Another hug. Let's do it. Hug. If you're next to someone, you can hug someone. Maybe hug your mom or hug your bunny or something. It feels good to give hugs. Sometimes. "Sleep tight," they said, turning off the light. The 2 friends lay still for a moment. Then Bear turned on his flashlight. "Franklin," he whispered, "I don't feel good." And there's Bear with his flashlight. "Did you eat too much?" asked Franklin. "No," sniffed Bear, a tear running down his cheek. "What's wrong then?" Bear looked around. "I miss my room." "Oh," said Franklin. Then he had an idea. "Bring your bed and come with me. We can sleep in my room." So there are the 2 friends talking. Bear found a cozy spot and snuggled into his sleeping bag. After a moment, he turned on his flashlight again. "What's wrong now?" Franklin asked. "My mother always says goodnight to my bunny," whispered Bear. So Franklin gave the bunny a hug. Hug the bunny. "Good night, bunny." "Good night, Bear," he said. Soon they were fast asleep. The next morning, Franklin's father made them a special breakfast. "Did you have a nice sleepover?" asked Franklin's mother. "It was wonderful," said Bear. "Thank you. Next time, may Franklin stay at my house?" And that is a very special breakfast. It looks like we've got some blueberry muffins and maybe some orange juice, and she's putting butter on it. What a kind way to show someone that you care by making food for them. Of course! Franklin's parents laughed. Franklin did his own little happy dance. Let's do a happy dance. Happy, 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 happy dance. Happy, 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 happy dance. And Bear, he said, tapping his shell, don't worry about where I will sleep. I always bring my own cozy bed with me. The end. All right, you guys, I had a great time reading that story for you. I hope you have a great week. I love you so much. Let's do some big kisses to say goodbye. Here we go. Mwah, mwah. Bye.